Today we will be making music award show looks from 5 different decades, meaning we're going to be starting in the 1980s. Is that right? 5? Wow, we're only like 20 seconds in and I've already ruined your day, huh? 5 decades ago, 80s. And this here is our goal.
We now transport you to 1984. Some facts about 1984 that I googled. Madonna performed at the Grammys, and in a dystopian world there arose a totalitarian society where personal freedom was non-existent and Big Brother watched over all. But back to this dress.
Now, I've been hoarding this fabric right here for years to eventually turn into a wedding dress, but I think this is more important.
Fun fact, since I was 6, I've pretty much been consistently hoarding stuff for and planning my future wedding. Well, consistently except one ironic period of time, which I'll touch more on later.
I'm melting down already.
I never took geometry. I'm not a geonomist. I also just hate working with tools. It's inconvenient considering I want to make this. Next!
Why don't we take this time to really awkwardly address the last thing in this world I want to talk about?
I have never been married.
Now, I understand to an extent why people think that. 4 whole years ago, I did briefly get engaged to someone who I had only been dating for a short amount of time in a long-distance relationship. Now, if you're judging me, might I add something that will make you judge me even worse? The decision was like 90% religiously based. But during that engagement, we barely talked at all. So after just a couple months, I broke it off and said, hey, we should take a step back and get to know each other. So for the rest of the time, you guys think we were engaged, we were actually just dating. And it was the darkest period of my life, so the only reason I'm talking about this now is because I get comments all the time saying, wait, what happened to your husband? Wasn't she married? Anytime I post something with my now boyfriend, who I've been with for over a year, or I'll get these messages like, hey, from one divorcee to another, which is sweet. I have nothing against divorced people and I would love to accept your divorced camaraderie, but it's based off of false pretenses. I've never been married, I've never even lived with someone, and honestly, during that brief engagement was probably the only time in my life that I was not actively wedding planning. And I know these pictures floating around online confused a lot of people, but I was recreating Ariana Grande's wedding dress. So if I have to, I will just keep repeating it until I stop getting this comment. I have never been married. Anyway, now enjoy this very unrelated but infuriatingly hilarious conversation I had with my dad.
How's your friend that you saw in Portland?
It's not doing so good. It's been 2 months, still looking really nasty.
Wait, what's wrong?
He got bit by a brown recluse spider.
Where?
Some construction site.
Where?
Oh, up in Fort Clinton,
No, where?
in Ohio.
No, where?
Oh, on his leg.
Ew, I just put my finger in poop.
I guess his boss got bit twice by brown recluse.
In Ohio?
In Ohio.
I hope you enjoyed that dress tutorial, which featured not one shred of instruction. Now enjoy a similar makeup tutorial.
Now to turn this into this. Oh, that was fast.
If I had to give this look a rating, well, I really like how the dress turned out. I think I would give it a 2 out of 10. And then for the makeup, I think I would give it a formal apology to Madonna out of 10.
The holidays are hurtling towards us, a time for gift giving, which I hate, mainly because I'm bad at it. One Christmas, I gave someone a mug with me painted on it as an 1840s lady, and by someone, I mean, that's all I got anyone. And you know, it's such a wasteful time of year. Okay, if you're sick of me being a bummer, here's a solution. Give the gift of thrift. On ThredUp, you can find a variety of high-end items, like designer brands and borderline designer brands. And giving the gift of thrift is better for the environment. Picture this.
You're at a Christmas party. You gift someone a high-end garment, new with tags, but it's thrifted, so you look like a fashionably savvy Santa. The lucky victim of your gift looks like $1 million, and everyone else in the room looks like a planet-hating jerk but you. But if you're not sure what to get your gal pal, maybe try stalking her likes online, screenshot them, and enter them into ThredUp's advanced image search feature. She'll be shocked, excited,
And hopefully won't find your methods invasive at all. So check out ThredUp, and you might end up with some steals like these.
I found this Zara skirt that's perfect for my friend, new with the tag, so she'll have the joy of ripping it off. Or she would have. This Kate Spade purse that I'm giving my friend Ruthie was originally $426, but I got it for just $54.99. It doesn't have a smell, but I think she'll like it anyway. And these Coach heels are stunning. I have multiple friends that I know would love them. Not as much as me, though. This Tina Turk blouse was originally $258. I got it for $40.99. Got another insane ThredUp discount on these Coach heels. This whole outfit is from ThredUp. It's perfect for video intros or pickleball. And check out these Jeffrey Campbell boots.
My favorite thing about these boots is they remind me of a pirate, and they're technically considered booties. Love a punny sleigh. So give the gift of piracy. No, give the gift of thrift. Follow the link in my description and use my code Micarah for 45% off. They never give discounts that high. Better jump on it. And free shipping on your first purchase. But if you're still not sure what to get them, give them the gift of choice with a ThredUp gift card. And now, gentle buddies, we enter into a new decade, one in which Johnny Depp met Kate Moss, Boy met World, and the world met Google. Welcome to the 90s.
The 90s offer a buffet of options for award show glamour, but there was one look in particular that beckoned to me, so I googled some reference pictures and set to work. To make this tank top dress, you will need
these fabrics, as well as some red fabric paint. If you're tired of having chickens in your sewing tutorials, well, if you want to be my lover, you gotta get with my hens.
These fabrics should be stretchy. Cut out a toddler-length dress. Don't worry, we're gonna wear boxers under. Which, crazy story, I get the wrong mail a lot. I got this package from Walmart, had a chick's name on it. I reach out to the chick on Facebook. She doesn't respond to me for like 2 months, so finally I open it. And inside was a package of men's boxers that happened to fit me perfectly. Now, I don't know if it was lawful for me to open it. I didn't read any legal briefs, if you know what I mean. Briefs. Anyway, true story.
Okay, I'm having a really hard time figuring out where to place this tape to make it make the British flag. I don't know if I'm not getting this because I'm American or if it's because I'm dyslexic, but right now it's just the Swiss flag and I need to figure this out.
Oh my gosh, guys, I just found out the British flag is uneven. It's wrong. Like, it's all a little wonky and not fully symmetrical. So basically, I can just mess this up and it'll be alright, because the British flag's always a little messed up. That's what I'm hearing. Please don't unsubscribe if you're British.
Please, I will drink tea out of a Downton Abbey mug on your behalf.
Hello? It's hurting my brain so bad.
You got it already. I'm just looking at the negative space. You see the red track? Okay, you need to chill. Come on, dude.
So if I understand correctly, everything that has tape on it is supposed to be white, except for these little corners, which I'm cutting out navy fabric for. Then you'll just have to add in your red. I think it's cute that their flag is red, white, and blue too. Do you think they copied us? Hey ding. Wait, seriously guys, don't leave. I swear, I'm eating Cheerios on your behalf. I don't know if you have those, but you say it right. Quick question, was there a lead Spice Girl? I don't know much about them. In fact, when I was little, there was this girl in my neighborhood who was like, Ginger Spice is my favorite. Who's your favorite Spice Girl? And I was like, strawberry shortcake. But I like the way orange blossom stuff smells though. And I was moderately ostracized after that. Anyway, I rate this makeup and dress a 5.
You know who I actually kind of look like? Someone who's never been married.
Get out your flip phones, because it's about to get flippin' phony in here. I don't know, man. Welcome to the new millennium.
Britney rocked this look at the AMAs in 2001. More facts about 2001. A monolith was found and a robot named Hal took over a spaceship. But let's dissect this look more. Wearing denim on denim is considered a Canadian tuxedo, even though denim was invented in France. And yet it has such an American connotation, maybe in part because of this iconic look.
I've genuinely been waiting for this project for years. I've been slowly collecting jeans. Like when I want to get rid of a pair of jeans, I just put them in a box in my garage. And we're finally gonna use them! Oh my gosh, ignore the mess. I'm gonna turn this into a pirate ship or something.
But the excitement quickly dissipated with the realization that I would have to come up with a pattern.
Instead of drafting one from scratch, I whipped out small dresses to try to trace. To find out which one is better, we're gonna have to try them on. This one's all right. It's the mock-up to my Zendaya spiderweb dress, which I couldn't find. Someone might have broken into my house and stole it, actually. If so, slay. Okay, this one is nice. I think it's perfect for wearing to cut up the other one to use this pattern. Don't worry, I will definitely be able to sew this right back up.
I won't.
But I would be able to. How about we have a little chat? Nothing to say? You just expect me to?
I glamorously traced the dress remains onto some muslin, made adjustments, traced the muslin onto paper, then checked the mail.
I'm all manner of confused. Look what I just got in the mail. And yes, it does have my name on it. You guys are so lucky to be on this journey with me. Yeah, no, I did order this, though I'm having some regret. Wait, no, never mind, I'm not.
I spewed forth my pattern pieces and patchworked the denim to fit inside of them, doing my best to match the reference photo, which disappeared seemingly every time I tried to look back at it, and now I know why. I ultimately decided to fuse all the pieces together with a top stitch, because adhesive caulk would be too messy and welding gets too hot. After a few hours of this, I was given the signal for my lunch break.
Okay, Tonto has been making really subtle wailing sounds from the bathroom, and she's been in there for like an hour. This is the first egg she has laid since Grandma died. Location choice, 2 out of 10.
After consuming my well-rounded food pyramid, or well-triangulated, I figured I should make a sewing supply run.
So I was gonna run to the store to get some grommets, but then like I ran into a little issue, so I think I'm gonna stay home. I'm gonna call it a night. This is what we have. This is where the chicken is, and these are my feet. Has anyone ever told you that you dress like Justin Timberlake at the AMAs every day?
After joining the 3 single front pieces into one throuple, I was running low on denim, but still I was reluctant to cut up my final pair due to the memories that they held. I call them my bonding jeans. While I've worn them with various friends, my favorite is to wear them with my brother, so I can feel like we're back in the womb together again. Which we never were in the first place. We were born 15 months apart, but these jeans make the false narrative feel so real. It was a shame to cut them. So I didn't. I just thrifted another pair, and they came with a free tissue in the pocket.
Score.
And from this point on, the editing will get a lot less involved because I'll be doing so with one hand, since today I almost cut my finger off with hedge trimmers. Ironically, because I was rushing because I wanted to get back to editing to finish this video. But don't worry, I was able to edit while waiting for stitches. Here's a flashback to fully functional fingered me getting a hat, finally grabbing those grommets, and of course, picking up some plaster legs.
Now I will be done with this dress as soon as I add the last few grommets, which my dad so kindly drove me out to get, since my car is, you know, who knows what's wrong with it. I think I'm probably just gonna let it sit for a few days. These things typically work themselves out. Okay, so you know that thing smells do where they go up your nose and you may lay siege to the most tender parts of your brain? Well, these thrift store jeans smell exactly like my friend Courtney from the ages of 7 to 10 years old. And it's just making me like a little bit, you know.
If I seem a little emotional, maybe I should add the context that at this point I had not seen Courtney in 4 days. Now I just had to find some ribbon, which I keep behind my bookcase, up my secret stairs, and in a drawer in my ribbon room. Lace up the back, bedazzle a belt, and cover a hat in denim, which I thought turned out kind of mid, but then my brother asked where to go out to lunch with his girlfriend, and my dad asked if he could have it after this video. So now I think it's cool too. And so do you. You love this hat. And you're ready for the grand reveal in 3, 2, 1.
Close enough.
I'm sure you're absolutely chewing off your own foot in anticipation of my rating. I was pretty happy with the makeup on this. I would give it an 8 out of 10, and the dress, dare I say 10 out of 10. For the first time, I really loved it.
It's Britney Fish.
I feel like the Princess of Canada.
I think I did it again.
Happy with that. It sounds so cool.
Next decade.
Ah, the 2010s. A time when this dress happened, and who cares what else?
This has got to be one of the most memorable red carpet moments of all time. There's no one who hasn't heard of it, except my dad. And apparently, this dress is on display at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in Cleveland, Ohio, which is pretty close to me, but I'm not gonna go because I'm a little bit terrified to be in the same room as it.
Of course, first we have to go fabric shopping.
So to make a vegan Lady Gaga meat dress, you'll need some vinyl, you won't need some EVA foam, and you're gonna want some paint. I started by tracing a Disney princess bodice, which felt so wrong, but making the edges look more flayed, if you will. I'd add the clip of me sewing this, but I've already had to watch raw meat get stitched up once today. Fun fact, adding Velcro to the back of your tops will make you feel like a Barbie.
Now I am hot gluing these directly into our flanks. Y'all know the chick that takes traditional recipes and makes them vegan? Remember she made salmon out of watermelon? Well, it's just occurred to me. I am her.
Okay, sorry, I looked it up. I feel stupid now. It wasn't salmon she made out of watermelon. It was tuna. When making your head steak, I'm sorry. Okay, could I just vent for a second, guys? None of this raw meat content bothered me in the moment, but after what I saw today, did you know fingers have guts? And not the cute Olivia Rodrigo kind. But you know what is cute? My boyfriend, who I know has essentially become my lifeline in every project, but he's a professional artist, so I really needed his expertise on this. And to everyone who's been asking me in my comments lately, no, my boyfriend is not single. On a scale of 1 to 10, I think I give this dress a 7, which equates to medium rare. I give the makeup a 6.5. From some angles it looks like Lady Gaga, and then from some it just looks like me if I took up the hobby of having hangovers. The shoe twine got a solid 1 out of 10. Would not stay tied. Speaking of which, I've never tied the knot.
We interrupt this program to bring you Trick or Treat Us tomorrow, and I want to be a mermaid.
I had a limp, saggy, lifeless tail from Amazon, so I made myself a fully functional monofin, and that function, by the way, is impressing the socks off some 3rd graders on dry land. After doing my shirt's makeup, I knew I'd be cold, so I made myself some gloves, then took a headband and a masquerade mask and made a crown with the assistance of my lifeline. The look turned out entirely passable, but I looked lonely, so I called up my friends and asked them to put on their most swashbuckling attire. And boy, did those scurvy dogs show up.
I'm doing hair. Hey, look what I found.
Perfect.
We had a dazzling evening, giving children candy for free and giving teenagers candy if they could answer this one trivia question, which was always name a country, and they usually said Asia or Texas. A lot of them wanted their pictures with us, but most of them wanted pictures with our pirate parrot. Yes, I know I have an actual parrot, but Tonto played the part better. I choose the best actor for the role. It is what it is. My favorite part of the night was how many kids said they recognized Dan's costume because it was a Fortnite skin. Now let's finally move on to the last decade.
2020, a year where I lived in a motorhome, the world lived in despair, and Ariana Grande lived rent-free in everyone's head with this dress, which I don't want to make again, so we're going to make this one.
Taylor wore this to the VMAs in 2024. Some other facts about the 2020s. In a dystopian post-apocalyptic world, well, you lived it, you're going to need a couple tablecloths worth of Cher from Clueless fabric. And here Garion is reminding me that I need to remove a few pizza slice shapes of fabric out of the top of the skirt, so that the bottom is wider, thus making it go whoosh. Make a lining a bit smaller than your main skirt. It should be approximately the same ratio as the height difference between Tom Cruise and his ex-wives. Gather stitch the yellow skirt until it fits perfectly within your lining. Pin and sew them together, right sides facing each other. Then flip it right side out and treat your family to some Starbucks. Plait the top of the skirt till it fits 2/3 of the way around your waist, then comment whether you prefer when I give actual instructions or when I just yap. The thing is, I don't really like giving sewing instructions. I have to though because it's my job. I'm not really qualified for much else. I've thought about working at a bank, but I'm afraid if people were to ask me to check their balance, my first instinct would be to push them. I also thought it could be fun to like design corn mazes, but I just know I'd get lost in my work. I could work at a calendar factory, but I know if the workload got too heavy, I'd be tempted to take days off. Honestly, I think my ultimate dream is just to be an Australian. I'm not qualified though, so I'll carry on with the sewing YouTuber stuff, like showing you how to make these gloves, which are fingerless. Too soon. And they feature little knuckle windows, which there's probably a better way of acquiring.
It's like the Regina George top of gloves.
Then slice them up till they look like they went through a hedge trimmer. Then litter the whole dang ensemble with punky accent buckles.
What do you guys think?
Finally, a choker for a look that says, who needs oxygen when you have accolades? You want to talk about my footwear?
My boots are nice, but they do not provide the femoral artery coverage that hers do. But I have these leather leggings or leggings
That I was willing to cut up for the cause, making some longer boot covers. Give this makeup a solid 7, and then do I like this dress? Well, I would never really feel the need to wear anything else ever again. Not as good as hers, but I give it an 8 out of 10. My favorite part is its versatility. You could untuck the top, you could reverse the skirt, or
you can wear it with just the shorts, and then have your guy wear it as a kilt. But hear me out, a new superhero called the Highlander.
you could also be the diagonal cape guy from Star Wars. Always wanted a plaid wig, right?
Taylor Swift and I have a lot in common, because like, we're both okay singers, but boy do we have presents. Like, for instance,
To make me never do this again, hit the little bell icon.
And don't forget to get the gift of thrift by following the link in my description, checking out ThredUp, using my code for 45% off your first purchase, and free shipping, and maybe getting the gift of choice with a ThredUp gift card. And did I mention I've never been married?